come for the purpose of, you know, coming in 5th and 6th.
Right.
And I'm trying to figure what the best chance of being in the Final Four is. And then from there, you got to do what you got to do. There are certain people who are threats, certain people who are not. And the way I see it is, if Dustin went, and he's definitely up to something, and now universally across the board, and it's, I think, different than it was for me last week, because his people have nothing to do with it. Jen and Zach and Kale and blah, 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 are all have said that he, you know, has deals with everyone. He's telling people that they owe things to him, and he's, you know, just absolutely rubbing people the wrong way. And that he does have, you know, ideas in place, you know, that I think we are not a part of. And then I wish this wasn't the case. It makes me sad to say so, but Shamika doesn't have 4 HOHs, and Amber is just royally garbage. And
I can't believe I just laughed at that.
What is that?
I can't believe I just laughed at that.
Well, in terms of the competitions, and Zach, whatever he's doing, he's fucking it up, you know, too. I don't know what the hell he's doing. The way I see it is, I hate to phrase it in this way or whatever, but like, I didn't come here to be a pussy, and I didn't come here to let other people control the whole scope of the game. I planned on being proactive, and I planned on making big moves that would just blow the game wide open. And this is a chance to make a big move that would change things a lot. And I think you have a couple of times in the scope of a game where you can do it. This is one of them. And we have people who have a reason and a need to do it right now, to do it with. I believe that if we were to do this, we are 2 HOHs away from it being pretty much game over. And then, the way I see it is, in the Final Four, it's made the best 2 win.
Yeah.
And it's whoever wins HOH and veto that first time will control it. It'll be 2-1 going into the Final 3. And if that, you know, whoever can hang on, can hang on.
Yeah.
It'll probably never be like that anyway. I'm sure that at least one of the 4 or 5 or whoever it would involve would be probably gone by then anyway. I'm sure Zach or Jen or Amber or Jamaica would be there all the same. Everything changes every week. Sure. The way I see it, though, is that, well, you can align with the weak or you can align with the strong. There are advantages to both, but you could be potentially taking out a huge threat and a suspicious character, and it's kind of like, you know, you'd rather someone coming at you with a knife from the front than from the back.
Right.
Not to use a million cliches, but I think there's honor amongst thieves, and I think that's like a known expression that, you know, like, you know, a thief wouldn't rob another thief type of thing. Not to suggest that we are thieves, but
we are after this week.
But if we were to do that, and I think the answer to, well, why would we do this? Because, I mean, why would we believe them? And the reason is because without this, they have nothing else. They're done otherwise. Ticket's going home 9th, and Danielle will be home, you know, 8th or 7th. So they certainly have nothing to lose by trying it. We are.
Or probably just talking in Jess's room.
Yeah, well, you can go up there.
Yeah. They just keep trying to get things out of me that I don't want to give them.
Oh, well, we'll be there in shortly.
Okay.
Cool. Like, it's unclear to her that, you know.
Yeah.
That's
she
why
knows.
I was fucking ring. I really feel weird.
Hang on. What did she say that he didn't say?
Nothing.
That
Nothing.
made it like more clarity. Oh no,
Nothing. It was more as I reflected on it more and I thought about it more. And one thing that I could say is
knew it.
that you knew what.
Wow.
the one thing I could say is that from a gameplay standpoint,
Yeah.
I've always seen eye to eye with Danielle. Now, coming after me, I didn't see eye to eye with, but from a strategic, like the way we view the purpose of the game and how to get it done, I think we have always seen eye to eye, which is a little bit different than myself and Dick. And, you know, that allowed for a more, in my opinion, intelligent and straightforward conversation about strategically the value of doing this.
Mm-hmm.
And the way I see it is, if we were to do it, we have me, Danielle, and Dick, and to an extent, probably Zach or Jen or whoever, and we have to beat Amber next week. And the other way, it's kind of like it's lined up, but we going against Danielle, who is far more vicious.
Mm-hmm.
The way I kind of see it is, we can go after Danielle and whoever else and butt heads with them, or foreseeably we could align with them and make a far stronger competitive grouping. We're pretty close to the end and 4 people away from the final 4, which is, you know, really all that you can ask for. And I believe me, you, Dick, and Danielle could wipe out the other 4 with ease, because Amber and Jamaica can't ever compete. Zach is, like, retarded. Whatever he's trying to do, he's going to either keep doing it, or if he's not trying and he just sucks, he sucks.
Mm-hmm.
And Jen, I mean, we kind of have on our side. I think they would want her out first, but I think we could weasel our way, you know, out of that if need be, as part of the stipulations of it. And I think, I don't know. It's like if it looks like a duck and sounds like a duck, it's probably a duck. And I think with Dustin, it's kind of like he is coming across like he's arrogant, thinks he's in charge, is lying to everyone, has deals with everyone, and I believe he does. I don't believe this is. I mean, I outright, you know for a fact that he promised me, Kale, and Dick and Danielle 3 separate things, with the idea being that whatever happened, well, he'd have someone to fall back on. You know, Amber is insanely paranoid, totally,
Oh my god.
totally useless, insane with her conspiracy theories, and stinks in the competition. So what kind of ally is she? She doesn't trust anyone. She can't win anything. She cries all the time. She can't even trust her own best friend. You know, I mean, to me, that's sad. And I really, it actually pains me to say it, but, you know, Jamaica can't compete in the HOHs, and she'd be very difficult to beat in the end. I think that you have the best chance of winning out of me, Dick, and Danielle. I think it's the best chance of me being able to get far in the game.
I don't have the best chance of winning if I piss off Dustin, then Jamaica, then
Who do you
Amber.
think it's going to fall on?
It's going to fall on me. I just sat there and told them all night that it's fine.
I think it would be me and my doing, and all blamed on me, as everything always is.
They're going to know that I was in on it, Eric. Which I am, so I guess I got to take responsibility for it, but...
To me, if we did it, I would suggest that you just standing up and owning up to it and just say it's a strategic move. I believe that he was not being upfront. He was very fierce, and, you know, strategically speaking,
I
we
look
were
like
not
the
in
biggest
strong-
liar, because I just sat there like the whole time, though.
To me, I don't know.
I know, but I'm just saying, like...
I know. I mean, you see the look on my face. I'm not having a fun or easy time tonight. But when I spoke to her, I thought, well, what are really the options here? And what does this really amount to? As I've said to you many times, I didn't come in 6th place.
Yeah.
And